Hey, what's going on, everybody? I finally made it here. We're at the Lotpop office. Jason's inside. He says he did this crazy thing and built the up bus. We're here to check it out. Follow me, let's go.
What are you doing here?
You told me you built this bus. I got on a plane, I'm here.
Well, I didn't think you're actually gonna do it. Then you gotta go see it then. Now, it's not all done yet, but we're getting there, and we're gonna have this thing ready to roll.
All right, let's go take a look.
All right, let's go.
All right.
Don't wait around for the up bus. Get in the driver's seat and take control of your operations. Are you ready to increase profitability, have better processes, and get proactive with your operations? Welcome to the Up Bus Podcast. Here's your hosts, Jasen Harris and Jason Rice.
Hey, what's going on, Podcast Nation? It is Jason Harris, and I'm here with Jason Rice. Thank you for joining us on another episode of the Up Bus, where we get to talk about anything and everything we want to talk about when it comes to the automotive industry. Jason, man, how you doing? It's been a while. What's up?
I'm doing good. You know,
You
it's
good?
cold winter.
Cold. It's getting a little cold, right?
Getting prepared for NADA. There's a lot going on.
Oh man, I'm excited about NADA. I really am. You know, like I was trying to think about this. Like, how many NADAs is this for me? I think this is number 11, but there's a couple I may have missed. But you know, it's so funny to kind of see how the event has changed and evolved, and you know, you go there to meet new friends, but then to meet all your old friends too, right? Like, that's one of my favorite things to do. You doing anything?
Until I started, you know, we having booths there. It's weird because it's exciting to see some of your clients coming up. Hey, you know, and getting to meet them. You know, because you know we're to the point now. Sometimes, you know, we're signing up dealerships that, I mean, to be frank, I'm not aware of. Right? You know, I'll see names. I'm like, is that a client? And it's a shame, but we get to that point where, you know, obviously there's a lot moving. So to have some of these dealers come up and say, oh yeah, I love our rep and they're doing great and so forth. So just to hear some of those stories is awesome. So meeting new friends, you know, that's a good part.
Well, and then just the networking. I mean, just talk about just fun, wild events, you know, just like, I think that was what was it? Which NADA was it? I know I have a picture with Vanilla Ice.
Oh yeah.
Those NADA parties. I can't remember which one that was, but
I think it's Digital Airstrike. They did that 3-tier. Is that the one where they did the steamboat 3-tier around Alcatraz and stuff?
Yeah, it was. I remember because, you know, their fascination with the orange is the same as mine. So
yeah, they always put on a good show.
You have to do kind of crazy, wild things like that to kind of cut through the noise there. I mean, it is Vegas, right?
Yeah.
It's like, you got to go big or you go home. You know what I mean?
Well, that's why you're bringing this up. You know, we're doing all this up bus stuff, and I did something crazy I figured NADA, and I think it might be the first time it might be happening.
Okay, crazy. What'd you do?
Well, you know, we've been talking about up bus so much, and I'm sitting there thinking, man, has it ever existed? Has anybody put one of these things together? And sure enough, I ended up getting a bus. I bought a bus, and I'm going to wrap the thing. I'm going to make this thing the actual up bus, you know, and get dealers to realize there's this fictitious thing that's always existed, put it into reality. And I think we're going to shove this thing in our booth at NADA.
You're crazy. Are you serious?
I did. 100%.
You actually built the thing. Like
it's either going to be the stupidest thing I've done or the most creative thing we've done, but it's done.
Dude, no way. Like, I
Yes,
can't.
sir.
Okay. This is crazy. So you actually got a bus and you're going to wrap it up and deck it out, and it's going to be the actual physical up bus. Like,
it is going to be the example. Yeah, exactly. And that's the thing. I mean, it's this fictitious thing that's always been around in the industry. Again, kind of like that unicorn or Bigfoot.
Yeah.
Right. We always heard about it, but does it really exist? We're putting it in play, and we're going to put that dang thing right in the middle. Like you said, it's Vegas. You got to go big or go home. And it's either, again, we're going to look like the stupidest people at the event, or it's going to be one of the things did you see what Lotpop did? Did you go to their booth? Did you see they got the actual up bus sitting there? And so I'm hoping that's going to be a reaction.
Wow, man. Look, Jason, I've got to know you pretty well over the last couple of years. And I kind of want to say I'm surprised, but then on one hand, I don't know if I'm really that surprised. You know, like, yeah, man, talk about making a big, just audacious, hairy statement of just, actually making this thing. Wow, dude, I can't imagine what this thing is. It's so funny because, like, we've always talked about the up bus. I mean,
Yeah.
the first time I heard about the up bus, it was the 2001, and I'm outside doing something I'm not supposed to, probably having a smoke, and
Yeah.
waiting for the next person to come onto the lot. And here comes my manager at this time. His name was Bill, and he's like, "Jason, what are you doing? Waiting for the up bus? Get inside, make phone calls." And I was like, I didn't know what this thing. I'm like, when he actually mentioned it, I was like, I
Yeah.
had to ask somebody else. I'm like, hey, Bill said something about this up bus. Is this when does it? Do you know what the schedule is on this thing? I'm like, no.
What time's the stop? No, exactly. I mean, and
What was it?
what's that? I think your mic went out a little bit
When
on that.
was the first time? When was the first time you actually got introduced to the up bus? When did you hear about it first?
Well, so I started in 97. So yeah, I mean, 98, 99. And you know what? One of the things I did, I liked working the phone. So I didn't like being out there waiting for the up bus. I liked popping the phones when they came in. But, I thought about it. It's like, what does that have to do with used car operations? You guys help dealers turn in their inventory. But as we started integrating this lead data into the tool, we realized, man, there's so many opportunities that dealers are just passing on. They're already in their database. They're customers. They're interested in a large pickup truck around 40 grand and the vehicle sold or it didn't sold, but you got others. I mean, and when we talk about leads on inventory, and it doesn't matter new or used, you want to turn that inventory. But in order to do that, you got to get eyeballs. And once you get these eyeballs, they give up on them. If the customer isn't replying, if the car isn't still in stock that they wanted, we pretty much just get rid of them after 20, 30 days. And the customer, we don't know where the customers are buying. It's like, how do we know? And the other thing is you got to I like saying work the driveway, not just the lead. My wife submitted a lead on a car. We bought one, but no one followed up with her. And a matter of fact, I went through 4 transactions of acquiring cars in less than 12 months. I co-signed for my son. My 16-year-old needed a vehicle. My 21-year-old, her lease was up on her Honda. We acquired that car, but we were going to maybe buy something else. And my wife's lease was up and we bought her a car. But when she submitted a lead, once the car sold or once she didn't get back to him, because we had 6-month time frame. We started in January. We could have went to June. They gave up on her. And they missed out on all these 4 opportunities, so many opportunities. To me, that's the up bus. It really does exist. You don't have to wait for it. It's in your data. And so that's why I realized, man, when you manage inventory and leads, there's so much opportunity, but CRMs only talk about leads and not cars, and inventory tools talk about cars and not leads. And these two worlds need to go together. And it's just sitting there waiting. The up bus is sitting there idling, and it's full of people sitting in your dealership, and no one does anything about it. It's crazy.
But Jason, you're so 100% right, and look, this is one of the things, look, I know on this podcast we've talked a lot about different subjects and stuff like that, and we've kind of, we never really kind of dive depth into what you guys do and your offering. But I mean, look, I'm very intimate with you guys' solution, and it would be, if I was to go back and do another dealership, it'd be a core of my operations, because look, data is only as good as how well I can take action on it. And you guys are providing, that opportunity. And I can see this. Look, Jason, it makes sense. The more and more we talk about this, I can see why you physically bought a bus. We're actually going to do this thing.
And just put the dang thing in our booth and say, look at it. It's sitting there.
But because that's what you guys do, though. That's what you guys do, but you're 100% right. I mean, look, a lead comes in, right? If the vehicle's been sold, thank you very much, it's been sold. That's the default, right? We don't think of other vehicles and other switch opportunities, and we don't approach it from a proactive perspective. I mean, that's what I think when I think kind of that up bus, and what that embodies is you're always being proactive. You're not waiting for something to come about, right?
Yeah, exactly.
I can't believe you built it, though. So I got to come see this.
The stupidest thing I did or the most ingenious thing. So let's see how it pans out.
Look, I am. I'm literally. I'm going to book my flight right now. All right. Hey, if you're out there watching and listening to this, all right, this is happening. This is what I'm going to book my flight. All right, I'm coming to Kansas City. All right, I am going.
You know what we should do? We should take it to. We should actually drive it up to a couple dealers and pull up and let them say, here comes here it is. The up bus is here.
the actual physical
pull it up.
In the dealership. Okay, I'm in. Count me in. Let's do this. All right. You know what? I'm gonna book it right now. I'm gonna do it right now. I'm getting off this thing. I'm gonna book my flight. I'm coming to Kansas City. All right. There's a Southwest flight. I think it's like an hour and 40 minutes. I'm in.
We got a brand new airport. It'd be nice for you to see if you haven't seen it yet.
Less than a year old. Can I drive it? Can I drive it? Do I get to
drive you can drive it. Yeah, I don't think you need the CDL for this one. I think we're okay. I don't know.
At least you can drive it. I just want to say once in my life, I got to drive the up bus.
There you go.
I just
well, if NADA, at least people can come inside the up bus. Well, I have some ideas what we're going to do on the inside, make it kind of an attraction when dealers come by the booth.
Dude, I've been to NADA a lot, right? I understand the whole concept of a booth. And I've seen airplanes there,
exactly.
But
at first I'm like, can we have the bus there? I'm like, well, shoot, they got planes, they got RVs. Ford has 20 cars sitting there at their booth. We can have that bus. Let's do it. And I've asked people who have been there like 20, 30 years. I'm like, have you ever seen an up bus? You ever seen it? And they said, no. I said, all right, well, now I'm going to pull this thing off. Let's see if we can do this.
All right. You guys heard it right here. All right. Jasen Rice built the unicorn. Now the bus physically exists, and it is coming to NADA. I'm booking my flight to come see it now. I gotta look. I'll come out. We'll do some video. I'll take you to a couple dealerships. You said we'll do it. Right? Okay. Everyone out there watching, listening, stay tuned here. Our next episode will be from the actual up bus. I'm gonna see this. That's gonna be great. All right, I'm gonna zoom on everything. It's great. My flight now. Let's do this. All right,
let's get it.
Hey guys, what's going on? Okay, so I just got off the phone with Jasen Rice. I just booked my flight. I'm heading over there right now. All right, we're gonna go check this thing out. Hey, what's going on, everybody? I finally made it here. We're at the Lotpop office. Jason's inside. He says he did this crazy thing and built the up bus. We're here to check it out. Follow me. Let's go. Look, guys, the up bus logo. It's here. It's going to be here. Guys, there's Jasen right there. See, he's busy working.
What are you doing here?
You told me you built this bus. I got on a plane. I'm here.
Well, I didn't think you're actually going to do it.
Well, of course I am.
Oh, shit.
You tell me that you build the unicorn of our industry, and I'm not going to jump on a plane and come down here and check it out.
I didn't know. It's car guys. Sometimes they make shit up sometimes.
It's good to see you, man.
Then you got to go see it then. It's not all done yet, but we're getting there, and we're going to have this thing ready to roll.
All right, let's go take a look.
All right, let's go.
All right.
Follow me.
Let's go.
What?
Come on.
You didn't believe me.
You're
But
kidding me.
here we go.
You actually
Look at this pretty thing.
made it.
I told you, man.
Look at this
I don't
thing.
play around.
This is like a 30-foot, 12-ton.
I don't know how many, if anybody's
bus.
ever done this before, so it might be the silliest thing or the best thing I've ever done. But we're gonna be able to use
so
this
cool.
for multiple aspects.
This is so cool. Like,
I want to try to get this thing pulled up in some of our dealerships here and just pull this thing up. Look at this layout.
Holy. I still can't get over the fact that you actually decided to build this thing. Like, it is just way too cool, man.
Well, it's a big commitment, and to be honest, when you do these booths and stuff, it's not cheap. And we're doing a 30 by 30, and I was trying to figure out a way that as we rent this booth, is there something tangible I could take
Something
back
you
that
can, like-
can at least, as much as I'm spending. So the up bus came as an idea, but again, it comes with working these leads and stuff and understanding that, you know, there's opportunities. Dealers don't have to wait for the up bus. It's sitting there in a dealership. So it's going to be fun. We're going to put it in our booth at NADA.
Dude, it's going to be so cool.
Because we had a 30 by 30. When we got the quote for our booth, I'm like, how much? And I'm like, and I'm renting it? And I got nothing to show? I said, what if I filled it up with one of these
bots?
Yes. And then I asked people around that's been to NADA for like 20, 30 years. I said, hey, have you ever seen anybody
Dude, I've never seen anybody do
bus?
anything like this before.
And they said, no. I said, all right, either this is going to be the stupidest thing I did or it's one of the freaking coolest
no,
things
I think you
talk of the show, hopefully.
100% you got a total winner out there for sure. I mean, like I said, it's just so nostalgic. You know, it's so automotive, right?
Yeah.
And the fact that it's actually there and I get to take a picture of it, like, I think everyone's going to enjoy it. I like I said, I can't wait to actually get this thing on the road and go do a couple podcasts. I'm so stoked to do that. But, you know, I mean, it embodies just, you know, that proactiveness. To your point, what you were saying, right? It's like dealerships, they have an up bus. It's there. They just need to actually take control of it rather than just waiting around for it to show
instead
up.
of be reactive, be proactive.
Exactly.
Instead of waiting around for something to happen or that new lead to come in, what about that 30-day-old lead on a truck that's sold? Do we have other opportunities to sell them other trucks? And when we found 60 to 70% of dealers' leads are on vehicles sold, recycle those leads. And most of the time, it's a 30-day-old lead. I've been calling an email. The car they want is sold. They move it to lost and wait for the next lead. In reality, we need to recycle those leads. Or maybe I got a truck with only one lead and I can't get a hold of it.
Just
Do I drop the price to do another lead? No, you got 5 or 10 other people looking for a truck at that price point. See if you can switch them. So the up bus, again, is literally sitting there. But no one's really put leads and cars together in one tool. You got a CRM, you got an inventory tool. Nobody's put these two worlds together. And as we're doing this, it's like, man, there's so much opportunities. And this up bus is always that mythical thing floating out there. And it's there now.
You are Mr. Proactive, man. It doesn't surprise me. You guys have built one of the most proactive tools on the market, and it doesn't surprise me that you take something that our industry jokes about being reactive and turn it into an opportunity to be proactive. So, and it's the physical embodiment of it. So it's awesome.
It's a twofold thing. We get it to use it at the event at NADA, and you know, I didn't know what to do with the inside. It could sit 20, but we gutted that out and we put in some cool stuff in there. We're gonna have our swag. We're gonna kind of like a VIP.
The
come to our VIP lounge
it.
and set time aside with myself or maybe my VP and stuff. And then once we're done with it, I can utilize, because we have a used car 20 group that's right here in this building. The hotel's across the street. We can use it to shuttle them back and forth, you know. And to your point, we can go visit dealers, do interviews with them. I could take it to other events, and so it was a no-brainer to spend
27
a chunk
foot
of that money there.
10-ton mascot.
Yeah.
It's very, very cool.
Yeah, it is.
And honestly, I can't believe I'm saying that a school bus actually is practical sense, but for you, it actually does seem to be a practical thing to
Now,
do.
it's an older bus that you know, with the beauty about buses, you can't tell they're aged, and so once we redid it and wrapped it, the thing looks brand new.
It looks awesome.
But it's got the best diesel engine Ford has ever built in it. I mean, shoot, I can just use that engine alone for something if I wanted to. So no, it's going to be a fun thing.
It's going to go a million miles.
Yeah.
That bus is going to see some road usage.
So the idea is, I got a couple dealers local in mind that I'd like for you to pull that thing up, see what the reaction is.
Totally looking forward to this.
Let's get it into a couple dealerships here, and let's interview them, see what they, you know, what's happening at their store, what's going on. But pull that thing up and get a reaction from their sales team. And see
I will
if
get
it's
out
something.
there. We'll get some reactions, man.
All right. Yeah,
hey, dude, this is
that'd
so
be
cool.
perfect.
You said you did it. You 100% did it. You guys have now seen it.
We ain't messing around.
We ain't messing around. Now I'm going to take the bus and we're going to go visit some dealers.
Let's go.
I've been waiting for this my whole life.
And thank you for joining me on an episode of The Up Bus.
It does exist. The Up Bus.
Thanks for tuning in to the Up Bus Podcast with your hosts, Jasen Harris and Jason Rice. To stay up to date with all our content, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Happy podcast.